Sorry, Maya.
Yes.
Sorry, Maya. We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Marangardi, your client deserves an answer. Maya, I'm sorry. Marangardi is... Hey, Francisca! Francisca von Karma! Ah, it's good to see you. What are you doing here? Ow!
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix, right? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool.
Did you bring them? The final pieces. Do you have them?
You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is there in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor.
Oh, good to hear.
All of the items are inside this.
What a filthy old coat this is. It's gumshoes. I can spot the tattered rags anywhere.
I apologize for its ugliness, but there was nothing else to wrap the items in.
I fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what is inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final pieces of evidence. Your final evidence? Hmm. This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial. But what? Your oh,
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence.
hmm. I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will be not accepted by this court. Hmm. Now then, Miss Verkarma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
Hmm. It must have been quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor, the killer left three pieces of evidence.
Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. Keyword. I'm sure of it. That is all we can hope for.
The first item is a pistol.
Does the killer's pistol have anything to do with this case? Uh, question for more details. Does that pistol have any relation to this case?
We have yet to perform a ballistic test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has to do
Yeah,
with this case, at least to
I
me.
was going to say, like, yeah, she was probably shot with this certain gun. Hmm?
That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That's what I believe, yes.
Oh, how can you be so dumb? Right.
I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of a memento.
Oh, jeez. No, don't be like your dad.
I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not going to help us in very much. But we'll add it into our inventory.
The second piece of evidence is the videotape.
Ooh, a porn tape. That's what I like to see. I bet the killer took that from Guardian Mansion. Does it have Adrian Andrews in it? I mean, have you checked the contents of that tape? Does it have it? does it have her in it?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Damn it. Oh, yeah, I'll have to check that later.
But I would speculate that this tape is very important
Why would you say that?
because he came back to his hideout for it.
The killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site.
Hmm.
But somehow, it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Surely the killer is no ordinary man.
Videotape added to the court record.
The last piece of evidence is this bellboy uniform.
Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Question. Was that used during the crime?
I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder.
There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There is a button missing on this uniform.
A button?
It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue.
Bellboy's uniform added to the court record.
That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
It's just as I thought. And what is that, Your Honor? I'm sure we are under normal circumstances. These items from Shelley the Killer's hideout would have been very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing.
It is who is the client?
Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
Is this the end? Phoenix. I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now. But, there's no matter how hard you think about it, it's... Try. For my sake. And Exhibits A and B, just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us. 2? Well, Exhibits A and B, yes. The first.
Concentrate, Opie.
I am concentrating on exhibits. Making
Stop concentrating on those. Concentrate on the key.
making guard and wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engarde himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. The second way, force the killer to end his contract with Engarde. If the killer were to no longer think of Engarde as his client, then he would let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible. He is a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first, but if he couldn't make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle. Oh, the bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us? The other side? Wait, does she mean... You mean to turn things around? Phoenix, the judge said says he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge, we have seen all the pieces of evidence, and that is how we have come to know the truth. But there are people who have not seen them all, and those people don't know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about a miracle in the end. There are no objections to this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
Objection. I've already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence. Slam. I'm not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor. Then you want to show the evidence to that person. Yes, Your Honor. Slam. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance. One chance? Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person.
That's impossible to turn this situation around in one try.
One try. That is all I will permit. I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way to save Mile while taking in Guardian down at the same time. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time.
Opie, stop.
Yeah. I know. Don't,
Okay. For those who know this game, there are actually two endings.
Yeah,
And I think Opie is gonna go for showing the bad ending first.
you want to show the bad ending first? Then we show the good ending? I was thinking the other way
Yeah.
around, but, yeah.
Nah, show the bad ending first.
Yeah, we'll do that. First things first, though, is that we need to show, the wrong answer to this. This will give you the bad ending. But if you present the right evidence, it will give you the good endings. But you know what? Why don't you choose the evidence?
Okay, so you're gonna show the attorney's bad.
I see. And now, tell us the court what this one piece of evidence would like to show it to this person.
And you're gonna show it to Maya.
She's not even here.
Exactly.
Oh. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
I don't have anything to say to this.
How about you, Miss Von Carmet?
Well, I was just shot, so...
I'm afraid I cannot allow the defense to continue. What? No one understands what you are talking about anymore. But wait, please, one more that is enough, Mr. Wright.
He was not kidding by one chance.
Right.
So yeah.
That is enough, that is enough, Mr. Wright. How will now state my verdict? This court finds that the defendant Matt and Gordy. Can I just say something while this is going on?
Yes.
This is my second time seeing this ending.
For real?
Yeah. That is all. The court is adjourned. The first time I did this was my gameplay series, but that's it. And just like that, the case came to an end. I ran away from the courtroom and wandered in the streets alone. I never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word, so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Mrs. Andrews' trial a few days ago. Oh, a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. The miracle never happened. Maybe it was never meant to.
The scene completely because of the typo.
Because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. The miracle never happened.
Yep.
And
Hey, guess what? I win, bitch!
anyways, let's look.
Now you can lose. state.
let's get back to that damn courtroom. All right.
Okay, what we
Now,
actually want to present is the videotape.
yes. But no, not the videotape. We have to who? We have to show
Oh,
the
yeah, it's
killer. And the videotape, as you say.
yeah. So yeah, we want to show the videotape to Shelly the killer.
Hmm. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth?
Um, I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness.
Hmm. Bailiff, please bring in that transceiver from earlier. All right. Looks like they got a hold of him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence? Yes, one is all I need. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. Hmm. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was the most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told not to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was sternly told by my client not to watch it, so I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you're on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. But what? Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was that planted a camera? Well, the only person who have placed a camera at the scene of the crime would have to be your client, naturally. Hmm? That was Adrian Andrews.
Be quiet and listen, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. Hmm. I had no idea. Oh, Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? Hmm? I would like to know why. Why did Manningardi film the crime scene? The reason why he did that was my... The reason why he did it, that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There is one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. I think
By the way,
this is a one and done thing.
if you choose the wrong one, you basically get back to the bad ending again.
Yeah, this is a one and done thing. They want to blackmail
But
out
yeah,
here.
remember what Matt Engard said in jail.
Alright. Your client once told me there's something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said.
Well, I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't about blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep it at bay, even blackmail it if I want.
Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say about that, Shelly the Killer? Oh! It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. Oh,
I have one question for the witness.
yes.
You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest the Raiders most of all.
Yes, that is right.
But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then?
That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then the client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. Red.
I see. That's all I wanted to know.
So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yes. My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job in my hands. I will now return to you your precious item.
What the? I'm not an item.
Listen, Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. This trial appears to have come to its conclusion for the umpteenth time. However, I'm sort of, I don't quite know what just happened there with the client and his witness and the, but Miss Von Karma, what did that,
She always has you in her sight. Now, I do believe it's time for finally on a verdict.
Mr. Ungard, it looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You have finally received the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy.
But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Somewhere in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watched this video.
Help me!
Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead with it, whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. Any choice is good, but
Guilty,
but
guilty, guilty.
any choice is good, but I like the guilty part. Oh, man on guard. Even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here.
Me? My wonderful self? Guilty?
Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside this detention center, your life will be in danger, no matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore.
No! Guilty! I'm guilty!
Damn, I wanted to say not guilty though. Actually, that was my bad. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. We? I don't remember you helping out much in this. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Man on Guard?
I've left Ms. Von Karma in charge of his incarceration.
Oh boy, it's about a fucking whip to hell.
I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whip leather right about now.
I know, Jesus Christ, that's painful. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Oh, fucking hell. She
Yes.
fucking heart just fucking jumping out of his.
I plan to pay my debt for society for my own crime, Your Honor. This trial was the first time I had stood on another death stand. And when I did, I really felt hopeless.
She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did.
This witness, how should I put? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me.
Damn, cold.
But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself and who I am.
Hmm.
And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved.
Wow, this is the first time I ever seen her smile.
I'm really happy that you are in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am.
Oh, I know one thing you can repay me with.
Thank you so much, everyone.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that is good enough for me. That is all. The court is adjourned. Thank God! Jesus Christ. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past of all that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karman arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Madame Gardy, is he guilty? Or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Oh, hi.
Right.
Oh, hi, Edgeworth.
I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Hey, Pearl. Hey, oh, Mia's gone. Pearls.
Telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Ah, Mr. Maya! Mr. Maya is safe! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Mac!
Ow! She punches deceptively hard for a kid.
I believe in you! I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her! Mr. Nick will save her!
Thanks? What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma!
Oh, hi, Miss Francisca. About earlier, thanks? Oh,
Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed! And yet, you're still happy?
I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma.
How dare you!
Don't worry, she may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth?
For my old personal victories and for guilty verdicts. every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against my selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat.
Huh.
I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well as she should have. A prosecutor who has to shame himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die.
But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was at the moment of clarity that everything began to change.
What foolish nonsense.
We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendants. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well.
What? You trusted your enemy?
It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch from every inch. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promised you.
The truth.
Yes. That's the reason why prosecutors and defense lawyers exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, right?
Hmm.
That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night.
Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
Hey, you really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool! Miss Von Karma! I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over.
Francisca threw something onto the ground just now.
This is an electromagnetic receiver.
Isn't that the thing he used to attract Detective Gumshoe?
I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
The vampire killer!
Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action.
Hmm.
You should keep this, right?
Okay.
Nick!
Yay, Maya! Maya!
Mr. Brown! Mr. Brown!
Oh, that's a nice picture. It's freaking heartwarming. It's good to see you
Yep.
back.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would come true. You got convicted, like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. You know I would have never desert you. But we sure pressed our luck in this trial. You were really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and lose you like a bad Mr.
Ooh, that would be bad. Uh, is it really that easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it.
Maya,
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're alright.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from what I was a year ago.
Oh, yeah, she's hungry, man. She hasn't ate about all this time.
Alright. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Bro, chow, I'm starving!
It's time for miso ramen soup.
So hungry, even getting like a burger on a bun to me, Nick.
It's just, can I get a handle on your buns? I mean, do you think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please!
If you insist.
Alright, so how will we hit up our usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food!
Food! Miso ramen soup! God damn it. It's your fault for showing me that game. But it was great. Oh, hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Oh, at least you're okay, Gumshoe. It's good to hear. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things. A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him? Oh,
Ya did it again, city boy.
oh, why are you here? Why are you still here?
I felt like my dear old father was gonna give in on me, and I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more as exciting than the very last episode of the Steel Samurai.
Thanks.
Now look here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. I can blame me, right? If you don't start being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it tonight even.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, come on now. Everyone get around. Y'all gonna get your picture taken by a genuine forfeit.
Looks like a lot of bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
Lord, amen.
You know, what do you think about it? You were the one who saved the day, detective.
True, because he got those evidence. Me? You really think so?
He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending.
Well, you know, it's, huh? Wait, that's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things total, sir.
What? 4?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item?
Ah, come on, y'all, it's over. Oh boy, I tell ya, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and get kidnapped. Never a dull moment with you, huh?
You think?
Why does she look so happy about that?
But being shut away for 2 whole days. Weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture.
Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours?
Yeah, I wanna see it. I wanna see what's in Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
You say that. Ugh. It's nice to see them finally. Nice to finally see them both smiling again. Oh. Oh, she's near.
Hmm?
What is it, Edgeworth?
This thing is picking something up.
Ah, that's Miss Von Carmen's receiver. Ugh, thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me.
That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location.
Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything.
And you've eaten way too much, you glutton.
I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Wait.
What?
I just want you to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there.
If anyone should be saying things, it should be me, right?
I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there is anything I could give him to express how I feel. Damn, I wanted to hunt vampires after this, but, I have to give it back to this toy.
What's this?
Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her.
You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Miss Maya? Hmm? Yes, Brian? I guess he took a look at me, right? Mr. Nick, I mean... Polly, we should call it out already. You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, so, who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask.
Oh no.
Everyone say, thank you. Good night.
Huh? Yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy my instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, I got me a situation last like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this gold balloon here. It's a better biennial for $3.
You bitch. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Actually, I reckon you bought it from me since it's under attack.
Huh? 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 Huh?
Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick.
Ugh. Why do I suddenly feel like I'm screaming?
You don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal. I let it all out.
This is going to be the first time I ever really you. Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being an hostage and all.
I wonder if I can actually pass by this. Do I have a button for this? I don't think I said it. Oh, I can just hit this.
Try clicking on it a few times.
Alright then, if you say so. Nope, I can't do this. Fuck. God damn it. We're gonna have to set a certain button on this. Fuck me.
Good. Maybe with the X button?
No, I don't. Remember, I'm using a different revision of this, so I was like, what the fuck?
Technical difficulties, everyone. Please stand by.
No. What if I press? I could. Hold on a sec.
Right now, you don't have the window selected. Okay, now you do.
I know. I'm just like trying to see what I could do here.
Cause yeah, I thought there was a way to bypass the microphone prompt, but
I guess
not
not.
just pressing the egg button could do it.
Oh, there we go. That
Okay.
works.
I guess it just does it eventually
No,
after a
no,
while.
no, you were right. X button. You're right. X button was the one. You're right. Oh, this.
You really came through for me, Nick. I had to write that letter, but I knew you'd find. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped bait 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro.
Don't say that. Jeez. Ah. Pearly.
I'm so happy that you could say Mystic Bio, Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the two of you. Speaking of, I finally saw there was a booking on your place for honeymooner, so I sort of made reservation for the two of you, just in case.
No, Pearls. No. We're not married or anything. Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and you got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal.
And this is how he's still gonna be the detective in the third game.
Yay. Oh, hi. You again.
I'm Maggie Bird. I'm retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now
Oh,
on, and bring smiles and joy to the people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope you stop by sometime, Mr. Wright.
foreshadowing,
Oh,
foreshadowing,
surely will.
foreshadowing, foreshadowing. I can't wait till that case.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yes. Are you here to visit our mission? I'm Director Holly. Oh, oh. Precisely. Yes. That girl, you know. I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, if I even had so much an eye on her, it would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped. Yes.
I love that voice you gave him. Oh, it's
That
time.
was
It's
you.
it's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, and to let the world know that we are serious. I'm in fact to make a fabulous fight to Zimbabwe.
Hey, Max! So what do you think Zimbabwe's like? Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk?
I think if there are any talking bunnies, they would be laughing Mo's jokes. Oh boy, where's that attorney boy? I miss him very much. Oh Jesus!
I'm ready! I'm ready! There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm going to more contemporary my humor. Vocals represent!
Oh, yeah, now prepare for the Hallelujah chorus. Say something with you. You're supposed to start this. Get on with it. This. I forgot I voiced it
You
him.
forgot you did cool dynamic drill.
I did. My bad. It's been such a long time since we done that case, man.
I know. I know.
Oh,
What's this? That, it's just an ordinary electric retard, sir. I can't believe this, really. How come they plan on making me do this? Oh, but it's in Djibouti, so it means about that everything. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? Ha! It was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. They used to call me the Queen Wendy and believe my royalty. And then they the guys and then the field of her. And speaking of her, nothing was higher or anywhere else. So don't you stay that.
zap.
Oh boy.
I forgot he had a. Oh, Samus, hi.
I appreciate everything you and Mr. Edgeworth did for me for holding on my arm. Oh, that's right. I was steaming with him with Miss Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
Oh, wonder how those therapy sessions go. I forgot I had the Triloquist has a freaking gangster voice. Well, it has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you wish to like to request my services, please sure to visit my homepage. Maybe we will be blessed with longevity. Hey, breaks.
Explosion.
You could have just secretly traced its source before you left. Damn it. We're not done yet, though.
Nope. There is an
March
outro.
March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International departures, Gate 12.
Where are you going, Francisco?
How did you know I was here?
With this.
That's...
I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his code, for example.
That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy trap coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash. I promise you that.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that, man. He told me something very interesting.
When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I'm sure I took 4 things total, sir.
4 items?
It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket.
Put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over.
What are you going to do now?
That's none of your business.
Are you running away?
Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter.
Francisca.
So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure? Such a thing is not an option to me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that. But me? I'm no genius. I've always known that.
Hmm.
But I had to be one. I had to.
Hmm. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away.
Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew that something like this would happen, didn't you?
Hmm.
I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip.
You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walked on the web without me. Well, Sedgwick, I've always hated you.
Hmm.
And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Tribe bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have ranked me higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge.
I
You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today.
believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews?
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francisca von Karma.
I'm Francisco with Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. The battle begins now. So you had better prepare yourself, Miles Sedgwick. Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of this forward piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
This is the picture Mayo drew.
Yep.
Wow.
What a long journey that's been.
It's been a long journey, but what an enjoyable one in that.
Yep. And to think, this was the game that actually introduced me to the Ace Attorney series.
Oh, really?
This is the first one I played.
That's Miles Edgeworth as the final picture here.
Yep.
But yeah, wow, what a fucking trip this was, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And
Yep. At some point, we'll start recording trials and.
tribulations, oh, I'm waiting for that. That is going to be a very fun experience for the third game.
Yep.
And stay tuned for that whenever that happens. Until then, this is Zopai and PanAnning signing off.